beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Lucid9. We are here on a beautiful Ferris wheel ride with our beautiful future girlfriend, I hope. Really? Well, I can't exactly be anyone else. Gosh, you really love to kill the mood, don't you? It's better than killing other things. Oh, Yama. You kill other things too. Such as brain cells. Wow, it's so unexpected that it makes me laugh. The atmosphere instantly relaxes at the sudden injection of snark. We fall into silence after that breeze of humor. Ryui resumes staring out of the car window. I glance around, searching for another topic. Scenery? Boring. Weather? Worse. Love life? Bad idea. I idly brush my hand against the window frame. It seems to breathe beneath my fingertips. Say, that's an idea. I reach my arms until they're touching either side of the car. Ryui turns to me, questions weighing on her brow. What are you doing? Earthquake! My voice slips out unusually high and childish as I shove my body to and fro. Our car immediately begins to swing, creaking metallically beneath my weight. Ryui pales and clings to her cushion. Stop that! Stop what? You know, if you shake it too much, we might fall. Fall? Like this? I feign crashing to the side, slamming into the car wall with more force than I probably should. Ryui squeaks instinctively, reaching for me. Don't do that! It's dangerous. What's dangerous? This? Oh my god, what is he doing? I straighten to pretend to fall again, but really snatches my wrist and pulls me towards her. My momentum collapses against her. I'm barely able to catch myself against her seat. For a long moment we stay in silence. I'm looming over Ryui, one hand curled on the seat by her head, the other instinctively clapped around her shoulder. Her face is unnaturally close at this distance. I can feel her breath. I put my tongue with my, biting down my retainer. Oh my god. I can feel her breath, short and warm, brushing against my cheek. Her eyes amber, also warm. Her hair, the color of light fire, silky warm. Everything about her. Warmth, comfort, love. Yama? Sorry, I finally come to my senses and plop back in my seat, staring very resolutely out of the window. What the heck was I just doing? Really, this is Ryui Hayata, the girl who's in love with you. Get a grip on yourself. But you're also in love with her. Please? And now the silence is suffocating. So we immediately pause, eyes cutting between the window and each other. You first. No, it's okay. I didn't have anything important to say. Me neither. Silence. Again. We stop again. Awkward. So awkward. What were you gonna say? Just like trees? I feel the sudden impulse to bash my head into the window until it shatters. Trees? Really? Yeah, man. Have you not heard of XOXO droplets, where Everett asked my character about what tree I would be or whatever? Sure, they're like normal trees, I guess. Yeah, they are. We drift back into silence. This is a long Ferris wheel ride. I have something to say. Is she going to say what I think she's going to say? Because I'm not ready. No. No. I have a better idea. You didn't even know what I was going to say. Still, it's a better idea. Well, okay. She seems genuinely annoyed, which catches me off guard. Shouldn't she be relieved? Relieved that she won't have to say something embarrassing? So what's this better idea? In hindsight, I really should have thought of something before claiming so. Not that I had the luxury anyway. Oh yeah, man. Well, I was gonna say that a simple kind of crazy idea leaps into my head and I go for it. Shh! What now? I immediately drop to the floor in an athletic crouch, pretending to search for something. Ryui's face transforms as she curiously surveys my actions. After a few seconds of pausing, I pretend to yank something out from beneath the seat. Bugged. What? Why? Shh! Agent Hayata, don't make another move. I slowly peer out the window, silently praising myself for the diversion. Looks like Ryui's forgotten about what she was gonna say, but just for a good measure, I throw myself to the floor with a yell. Ryui instinctively follows. They've got RPGs! Houston, we have a problem! I start shaking the box again as Ryui imitates an explosion, tossing herself around. Oof! Direct hit, Commander! Shield's at 23%! I'm a bit busy! I might finding some sort of alien and pretend to kick it out of the car. They have borders? Looks like we're done for, Lieutenant. The only thing left to do. A silence falls between us as we understand the gravity of the situation. Kamikaze, let's give him one hell of a show. You got it, Commander. With renewed enthusiasm, she whips about, slamming her hand against the cushions. The car shakes with enemy fire, but she retains her focus. Stay on target! Stay on target! The car screeches with a speed as she hones in at the mothership, right at the weak point. Stay on target! Mister, it's time for you to disembark. We're abruptly yanked back into reality. Ryui leaning over the cushions, smashing her hands against imaginary controls, while I'm by the window fighting off non-existent borders. The flush of embarrassment that creeps up my neck is mimicked on Ryui's end. Sorry. Really, sorry. We creep out of the car, feeling attendant's eyes weigh heavily on our backs. I probably shouldn't have done that. You know, you do a lot of things that you probably shouldn't do. There's a pun in there somewhere, but I can't find it. We could ask Akira. She's the queen of puns. We grin at each other like the pair of fools we are. We should meet up with the group. Yeah. Ryui's gaze flits between me and the ground. Yama? It happens in one fluid motion. She steps forward, gently pinches the edge of my sleeve between her fingers, tiptoes up, and softly, hesitantly places... Whoa! What? Places her lips against my cheeks. Then almost before I can register it, she retracts, cheeks flushing. Thank you. What? Thank you for what? She turns and darts off to the rest of the group. For a moment, I can only stand there, mind completely blank, hands against my cheek. Why? Why would she do something like that? Why? Hey, Cap! If you're done standing around like a goof already... I force myself out of my stupor and amble over to the rest of the group, plastering a fake smile on my face. This first. Think later. Where should we go next? I want to go on the carousel. I'm going on all the simple rides. Oh, Cap, do you see that? I look to where she's rapidly waving her arm and find myself staring at a little carousel. Well, yeah, it's a bit underwhelming. No, behind it. Behind it? I look upward. Behind the kid-friendly circle of ponies, there's a much larger, much taller carousel with its seats rising into the air as it spins. And the seats are dragons. Ah. We can fly to the 7th seas and beyond, Cap. Who wouldn't want to do that? Probably someone afraid of heights, which no one in the group seems to be. Well, what are your guys' thoughts? Sounds great. You're exempt. You agree to everything Akira says. I so do not. I say we go for it. Trying new things is always a great idea. Doesn't look all that exciting to me, but I got worse. I get to have a dragon for a minion. I look to Arai and Elizabeth, but they only shrug. Great, time to ride the spinning wheel of death. It's gotta be safer than a roller coaster, right? Ew, excuse me. We trot briskly, a little too briskly for my taste, to the line where Akira points excitedly at the carousel. Hey, really? Do you see what I see? I look to where she's pointing at a couple seat, of course. I don't know what you're saying. Why, you and Cap should ride together, of course. Well, why would I want to ride with Yama? He's so fat. Excuse me? I'm sure she meant to say that, you big boned Cap. That's definitely not what surprised me. I honestly don't see anything of Yama's that can be called that. So unfair, he doesn't even exercise. I do, on occasion. Yeah, when all the planets align and the blue moon rises. He was fit as a bull when he was in track. You could be a real hot stud if you joined track again, Cap. And why would I do that? Good aim with firearm is important. Firearm? She didn't mean that kind of hot shot, Arai. Then what does she mean? The attendant chooses that moment to raise the barrier. Ryui snaps to attention with a grin that's a little too shiny. Oh boy, wow, guess it's time to go. We sure don't want to hold up the line. I really feel like stretching my legs, like elephant leg grip. Solo pod for me. Before anyone else in the group can blink, she immediately leaps into a one-person dragon seat and straps herself in. Behind her, floods of people push past us, struggling to secure the best spots. Clearly, Ryui hasn't watched enough dramas to know what happens when you defy fate. What happens? I have no clue. I haven't watched enough dramas either. If you defy fate, someone else comes in the picture, and it's what's going on in my drama I'm watching, and I really don't like it, because I want childhood friends to be together. It's not happening though. You die, murdered in cold blood. Right? You know, you and Ryui are like really bad death perception. You look like you're really close, but you're actually not. This might be a novel concept, but Ryu and I are independent people. Sometimes we like to do things on our own. But why do something on your own when you can do it together? It sounds really unhealthy. Just because you can do something together doesn't mean you should. You strike me as the kind of person who doesn't like to ask for help, Cap. That's really random. Not really. See, there's the kind of people who would say just because you can do something alone doesn't mean you should. That means that they can do anything on their own. Oh, I don't think it's that. What's the point of life if you never affect other people? This conversation is taking an interesting turn. I lean in despite myself. What do you mean by that? Well, if you live as a hermit in the Alps, and you don't do a single thing, then the world would be the exact same whether you live or die. So shouldn't you always be looking to affect other people? Interesting. The crazy Akira has thoughts like these. You can end up having a negative impact, so no, not really. Think about the difference of impact between Stalin versus, I don't know, some random citizen who buys a homeless guy some coffee. But either way, Cap, that random citizen was still affecting humanity. Doing everything alone seems lonely. I pause at that. Yes, it really does. Hey, you two might want to hurry up before all the seats are taken. We're on it, Highness. But when I look up, I notice that all the solo spaces are occupied, leaving only a couple vehicles. Well, this should be pretty simple. Akira and I can ride together, negating the risk of putting up some idiot stranger. Akira, which one do you want? Nah? We're boarding together? What? You'd rather be with a stranger? I always enjoy the opportunity to make somebody's day a little more surreal. Usually, I'd believe her, but something about her seems unusually fidgety. Come on, I'm not putting up with some random kid who will barf all over me. I hook my arm around hers. Wait, whoa. You can't be hooking arms with random girls. Even though she's not really random. And pull her into the nearest two-seater. A nice golden dragon with overly long lashes to make it look distinctly feminine. Ooh, my kind of dragon. She promptly sits up, face completely blank, and I strap the seatbelt over us. She can't do it herself. I really don't want any other girl but Ryui. I'm gonna be faithful to her. She doesn't say a single word even though I'm done prepping the vehicle. What's wrong? On the contrary, what's right? Pardon? Nothing. She turns her head and stares resolutely out the window so I can't see her face. I wait for her to start some random conversation, but she says nothing. Akira? No response. The attendant drops by her car and closes the door. She takes one look at Akira, one look at me, and raises an eyebrow. Girlfriend mad? She seems to be saying. I try to shake my hands in the universal, no, this is not my girlfriend, but she seems to take it as, I swear I didn't do anything wrong, and only shakes her head as she walks away. Did I make Akira mad? Akira, are you mad? No. Oh, okay. More silence. Another attendant's voice drones on as the beginning procedure of the ride. Still nothing from Akira. So, how's life? No response. Akira might as well have turned into stone. The ride starts up in a crinkly whirl and our vehicle begins to pick up speed, rising into the air. We ascend for a few moments, stopping at a nice intermediate point, around 10 feet off the ground. Having fun? Still nothing. What's going on? Hey, Akira. And they're off, with fine specimens of Draconis Rex gracing the ring. It's no secret that the crowd favorite is the famous Freddy, world champion for the past 120 seasons of dragon races. Why, at this very moment, we can see money exchanging hands, because in this fictional world, betting is totally not illegal. I have no idea where this is coming from, but somehow it's a relief. I'll take a weird Akira over a quiet Akira any day. Still, it doesn't take a genius to notice that she's completely ignoring me. She won't even glance in my direction. So, Akira. Come on, Freddy, I didn't raise you to be a loser. Win this race or I'm grounding you for a month. She leans forward and slams a firm hand on the neck of our dragon, which startles me. Our steed flies higher as if in response. That's more like it. Show me that my life savings spent on a JPDA, certified grass-fed, gluten-free organic carrots will pay dividends. Dividends? Aren't carrots for horses? Some dragons are vegetarian. Are you mocking their dietary sacrifices? I really didn't peg you as such a dragonist person. I what? You see, I am the esteemed Sir Angle? Angle, trainer of dragons worldwide, and you're just insignificant little Sir Caraway. Or Caraway, I'm pretty sure. Why those names? I'm Angle because I want to be an angel, but no matter how close I get, I can't. And you're a Caraway because whenever you have a care, you throw it away. That's so silly. And the Sakura seems to renew her determination to ignore me because she turns forward again, renewing the scolding of her Earl's dragon. Freddy, you must redeem yourself. There's rising newcomers on the scene, you know. Backwater talents like Rickhat, Liftable, and Hagen are taking their respective nations by storm. Don't tell me that your age is getting to you. I mean, he's been around for at least 120 years apparently. That's pretty old by my standards. The end is in sight. Go for the finish, Freddy! But just as she stands up in her seat, only to be stopped by a bell, and waves one arm dramatically forward, the ride begins to slowly lower, pulling back in speed. No! But yes, our time on the ride has come to an end, judging from the deceleration. This seems to push Akira into a frenzy. I should have known. If you are what you eat, then Freddy just became a JPDA certified grass-fed gluten-free organic carrot. And no race can be won by a GPDA certified grass-fed gluten-free organic carrot. She still doesn't look at me even as she unbuckles the seatbelt and jumps out of the vehicle. I barely catch her arm as she leaves. Hey Akira, what's the big deal? Let go of that arm, Cap. She suddenly sounds very, very serious. I let go of her arm. You're avoiding me, aren't you? Avoiding your face is very different from avoiding you, Cap. What's that supposed to mean? It means that it's time to meet up with the others. She bounds away before I can stop her. Great, guess I had to follow along. The rest of the group has convened by the map, some noticeably more thrilled than others. How was it, really, being in a pod by yourself? Oh, not you too, Mickey. I'm like, here, how was it for you? Me? Oh, well, I had fun. I sat in a pod with this kid, pod with this kid who I convinced to check out our government, or whatever, I can't read anymore. Yeah, I'm sure it was good and all, but why don't we do something more exciting? The clamor of the group is starting to get to me, so I focus on the subtle statement. What do you suggest we try? You pick something, man. Thanks, delegation at its finest. Right, guess it's time to take another look at this map. Let's go to the sandbox. I don't know what that is. Sounds interesting, though. Hey, look at that! A tech promotion. He points excitedly at the map, reading in a clear, loud voice. Grab a group of friends, see into each other's bones, see the truth, conquer the world. That just sounds like all layers of sketchy. I'm not crazy about that idea. But think how much power you can have if you know what everyone wants. You can be the most powerful king on the planet. He excitedly runs off before I can call a vote. Exasperated, I turn to the rest of the group. Are we really doing this? It's sponsored by the park. It's bound to be safe. We'll have the opportunity to see some state-of-the-art tech. The park doesn't concern me. I know they have to deal wisely with all the proceedings, or they'll land in some deep trouble. But Yahiko, though. No, I'm far more worried about what our group will do with the information they get from one another. Ooh, we're inside a building. We drop into the tidy air-conditioned facility, following on Yahiko's heels. The area is full of commotion, primarily from other young adults laughing, shouting, clearly trying to embarrass each other with freshly gathered dirt. Hey everyone, guess who Yukiko likes? Shut up! Yeah, what exactly is this exhibit about? Yahiko is already chatting up one of the attendants. He returns to us in a few minutes, bouncing eagerly on his toes. Okay, so here's how it works. We each have an opportunity to do a little digging on each other for a few minutes. Then we engage in an ultimate battle of wits by running a campaign for dictator of the world. Wait, slow down! What exactly do you mean? Well, we use the information we learn to convince each other to vote for us. Like, we can blackmail each other, or make some kind of promise. Oh, wait, what? How will we do that? I just met some of you today, after all. Oh, don't worry, Mickey. Usually, lemniscate phones have really advanced security features so that they can't be hacked. The only visible information is what users want to share. Dying over here. Yeah, they'd like us to believe that, wouldn't they? Well, guess what? Here, we can choose to lower that security and look into each other's phones. Location information, browsing history, usage statistics, even message and call history, all at your fingertips. What part of this sounds fun? Are we even speaking the same language? Well, in that case, this sounds interesting. I thoroughly agree. Ha! I've got nothing to hide. Sounds like a party and a half. Guess that settles it. What's going on? Don't they understand the danger? Is everyone sadistic? I'm reminded of the time when Yahiko wanted to jump off the roof to test if he could fly with umbrellas. Him and his supposedly brilliant ideas. I sent some quiet thanks to whoever decided to build the pool straight below the railing. Guys, sweet Mizaki, would you mind alerting that fine lady of our decision? What? Mizaki obediently runs off and grabs the attendant, who starts to outline the rules. The first phase of the game would involve 10 minutes of concentrated research. All firewalls down, everyone will look into each other's phones. That seems kind of personal. Oh, you're gonna find on my phone are some memes and lots of pictures of BTS and selfies. So have fun with that. Anyway, this is where we're gonna stop for today's episode. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far, and I'll see you guys in the next one.